With BigQuery Studio, you now have a single interface for all your data to AI workflows in BigQuery Studio, with the scalability of BigQuery in the Data Science Notebook. Let's discuss this in more detail. Python notebooks are now natively available in BigQuery Studio and listed in the resource hierarchy on the left pane along with SQL queries. So, for example, analytics users like data scientists can now use Python in a familiar Colab notebook environment for data analysis and exploration at a petabyte scale right inside BigQuery. BigQuery Studio's notebook environment supports browsing of datasets and schema, auto-completion of datasets and columns, and querying and transformation of data. Furthermore, the same Colab Enterprise notebook can be accessed in Vertex AI for ML workflows such as model training and customization, deployment, and ML ops. Now consider this. You have an embedded notebook. However, the dataset you are working with is large, raising concerns about memory issues, performance, etc. You want the query power of BigQuery and the expressibility of Python and Pandas. BigQuery Studio allows you access to BigFrames that does just that. BigFrames, or BigQuery Data Frames, is an OSF's Python library that translates the most popular Python APIs, like Pandas and scikit-learn, to BigQuery SQLs for scalable execution on top of BigQuery's managed storage and BigLake tables. BigFrames lets Python developers discover, describe, and understand the data available to them in BigQuery by providing a Python-compatible API that can automatically scale to BigQuery-sized datasets. Developers can then move from data exploration to a production application by deploying their Python code as BigQuery programmable objects such as BigQuery Remote Stored Procedures, a BVML model, or a BigQuery Remote function. This is all done from the BigFrames API and is unified with BigQuery's user permission model, making Python developers immediately and continually effective when working with the BigQuery data platform. It can also be extended by partners so our partner ecosystem can customize BigQuery for their applications. Spark jobs on BigQuery serve the purpose of integrating Spark with BigQuery. However, for customers who prioritize open-source solutions and don't require BigQuery, they can continue to use Dataproc. Let's talk about new usability features built right into the interface. Firstly, the interface now makes it easier to retrieve recently accessed resources like notebooks. Next, when it comes to query results, you can now sort the results of a query right from the interface. And there is an estimate for the sort operation as well. And for those of you who prefer a more visual output, you can now generate many different types of charts based on your query results right from the interface.